Boston Metropolis. Boston is the capital and most populous city of the Commonwealth of Massachusetts in the United States, and the most populous city in the New England. Boston also forms with New York and Washington the North American megalopolis, which is one of the most important economic regions in the world. This urban area is especially consisting of several large cities and suburbs that adjoin each other. Approximately 8% of land parcels in Boston are residential, and remaining parcels are commercial, industrial, or mixed. The city of Boston is included in the metropolitan area, Greater Boston. This metropolitan area is estimated 4.8 million people in 2016 by the Metropolitan Statistical Area (MSA), but estimated 8.2 million people by the Combined Statistical Area (CSA). But the city of Boston contained, in 2016, 672,840 inhabitants for an area of 89.63 square miles. It is situated onshore of the Atlantic Ocean and is the only state capital in the contiguous United States with an oceanic shoreline. The political power in Boston is exercised by a mayor, who have a council government. The mayor is elected every 4 years and the council government every 2 years. The governor's council provides advice and consent on gubernatorial appointments, pardons and commutation, and mandates for the state treasury. I think is a strength because the government changes frequently and it's a democracy. The economic situation of Boston is a strength because it's placed among the top third most economically powerful city in the world. It has an employment rate of 3.1%, whereas US average is 4.8% in 2017. Boston has seen the job market increase by 4.3% over the last year. The sales tax rate for Boston is 6.3%, while US average is 7.3%. The city is home to several technology companies and is a hub for biotechnology, with the Milken Institute rating Boston as a top life sciences cluster in the country. Boston's economy is also composed of tourism, with 21.2 million domestics and international visitors spending $8.3 billion. The Greater Boston metropolitan area has the sixth largest economy in the country and 12th largest in the world. Boston is a city very expensive, so the financial power is a weakness. Compared to the rest of the country, Boston's cost of living is 62.4% higher than the US average. Because the median household income of a Boston resident is $54,485 a year. Greater Boston has more than 100 colleges and universities, with 250,000 students enrolled in Boston and Cambridge, including the renowned Boston Latin Academy, which is the oldest public high school in US. The most renowned and highly ranked universities in the world are near Boston, like Harvard, MIT, and Tufts, situated in Cambridge. Education of Boston is a strength, because 1,000 of strangers students came in Boston for their prestigious university. Boston is since a long time a city of culture, with few museums, as Museum of Fine Arts and Isabella Stewart Gardner Museum, the Great Exhibition ECI, which established a reputation for identifying important new artists. In this city, there are also festivals, some free, and the Boston Symphony Hall for musical classic lovers. Other performing art organizations in the city include the Boston Lyric Opera Company and Opera Boston. The city has several federal facilities, including the John Fitzgerald Kennedy Federal Office Building, the Federal Reserve Bank of Boston, and many others. The wide open space Cape Cod National Seashore is urban parks that preserve the state's and the nation of the Boston National Historical Park. Business activity is made easier by the Port of Boston, which is a major seaport located in Boston Harbor. It's the largest port in Massachusetts, as well as being one of the principal ports on the east coast of the United States. General Edward Lawrence Logan International Airport is an international airport, and it's the largest airport in both the Commonwealth of Massachusetts and the New England region in terms of passenger volume and cargo handling, as well as the 17th airports in the United States. The airport is a hub for Cape Air and Delta Airlines. The race and ethnicity of males and females in Boston are similar. Males are slightly more likely to be non-Hispanic whites. 24% of females in Boston are Black African American compared to 22% of males. Boston has 194,264 foreign-born people, which account for 28.9% of city's population and has the seventh highest share of foreign-born residents, among 25 peer U.S. cities. 48% of Boston children aged 0 to 17 lived with a foreign-born parent in 2017. In this city, crime is ranked on a scale of 1 to 100, low crime, but it's the highest violent crime index area in Massachusetts. In Boston, people use newspapers to get informed as the Boston Globe or the Boston Herald, which are the two major daily newspapers in this city. They also used radio, mainly AM stations, which include talk radio, the Boston Television DMA, which includes Manchester, New Hampshire, is the 8th largest in the United States. Embassies and consulates in Boston are situated in Georgia and are diplomatic representatives from the government abroad. I chose Boston because I was curious of this city and I knew that it's a famous city. I've never studied Boston and it was the occasion. Boston is also a famous city, which is easier to find information about it. Furthermore, according to the CSA, Greater Boston is considered as a global city. A global city is connected to all the networks in the world and has more than 8 million inhabitants. Above all, it's a metropolis that concentrates political, economical activities and that spreads its influence on its region, on its country, and on the world.